What's up everyone, Kirby here, and today I'm going to be reviewing a movie that, of course, is the very first Sony Pictures animation movie ever made, and it also came out the same year I was born, and that movie would be the 2006 computer animated movie, Open Season. So, the plot for Open Season is, it's about this grizzly bear named Boog, played by Martin Lawrence, who is a grizzly bear who lives with his mom, Beth, played by Deborah Messing, and Beth is actually a human, and she's the ranger. She's pretty much also a Boog's mom, and of course, Boog likes to perform talent acts to the whole audience, and they really like Boog's talent acts, and he pretty much loves living his life in his town, and until his whole life pretty much changed when he meets this deer named Elliot, voiced by Ashton Kutcher. And of course, Elliot tells Boog about a very nasty hunter named Shaw, who is along with the other hunters going to terrorize the forest, since the Open Season event is in a few days. But Boog still pretty much loves living his life here, and he's not going to get harmed by anyone. And then of course, during the nighttime, Boog and Elliot meet again, and they actually go to a mini-mart and cause kind of some chaos and a big mess in the mini-mart. And they actually start to bond quite a bit. But then of course, Gordy, who's the town sheriff, tells Beth that he doesn't think it's safe for her to keep Boog anymore, since Boog is pretty much grown up to be a big 500-pound grizzly bear. So Beth took Boog and Elliot to a forest, and Boog woke up, and he thought Elliot was the one that brought him to the forest. And basically the whole point of Open Season is that ever since Boog met Elliot, it changed his life, and it's basically all about friendship, and Boog and Elliot, all about Boog and Elliot getting to know each other a bit, and plus Boog also has to find a way to escape the forest with the help of Elliot before Open Season event, and that's what the plot is. So my opinion on this movie, yeah, I actually thought this movie was a pretty good start to Sony Pictures animation. Yeah, it had some decent writing and pretty decent voice acting too. Now, there's actually one thing I need to be very frank about. First of all, Martin Lawrence did a good job voicing Boog, but to be frank, I'm actually not a fan of Martin Lawrence. Yeah, it's just my own perspective. I just don't think Martin Lawrence is funny. It's just my opinion, though. And plus, some of the movies he starred in are pretty bad. But I will admit he did good voicing Boog, but I also just don't think Martin Lawrence is funny. And I thought Ashton Kutcher did a good job in the movie too, voicing Elliot. Also, Gary Sinise is also in this movie. He voices the villain, Shaw, who's the nastiest animal hunter. And I will admit, Shaw is a very frightening villain, but in a good way, and Gary Sinise did a pretty good job voicing Shaw. Yeah. Oh, and what I also liked about the movie is that it actually features a song by Paul Westerberg, who's of course who of course used to be in a band called The Replacements. Yeah. And And I thought the rest of the acting was pretty good, like the rest of the Forest characters, that is, and the music score was pretty good. Um, and 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 time especially flies by when, especially because this movie is going to be turning 18 years old next month, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, and there's also one thing I need to bring up. Of course, this movie actually had 3 straight-to-DVD sequels, and yeah, those sequels are pretty bad, and we don't ever want to talk about them. And we can all agree that this movie's the only good open season movie. The rest of the sequels, though, are not good. But overall, I pretty much have nothing else to say about open season. If you've never seen open season, then I recommend it. It's a decent start to Sony Pictures Animation and a pretty good movie, but stay away from the sequels. So for my overall thoughts on open season, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 stars. A pretty good start to Sony Pictures Animation and a good movie to, and a pretty good animated movie from 2006. Thank you all for watching and listening to my review on open season. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is me saying peace out.